Welcome back from the rest hold, everybody. It's time for us to start getting into our predictions for Extreme Rules 2016, and we're going to start off with the pre-show kickoff match. It's a no disqualification match between Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler, who have gotten pretty much no time recently to build up anything extra for their feud, which is sort of a shame, because at this point, it should kind of feel like it's more important than it is. This is their third, maybe fourth match that they've had together. And they really haven't done much with Baron Corbin. So the first question I have for you guys, is Baron Corbin at a point where if he wins this match, it matters? Or does it really not, no matter what?
I mean, I think people are putting way too much emphasis on a match with Dolph Ziggler. Baron Corbin's a longer project than somebody's just going to come in and win a world title on the first night. And I think it would be way too soon to think that he would be getting lost at any point. There's just a lot of stuff going on. They just want people to get familiar with Baron Corbin at this point. That's all this needs to be. He just needs to go out there. He needs to be on screen for a few minutes. He has to hit an end of days, and that's it. This doesn't have some type of like bigger meaning to it. It's just a match where he's going to go out there and kick somebody's butt, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's all they need to do. They need to bring this guy along slowly just because of how green he is. He's still learning a lot, but he's constantly improving, and he'll get to the level he needs to be.
I think out of all the newer people that they've brought to the roster, the only one who's gotten a worse treatment so far than Baron Corbin is Apollo Crews. Like, that dude's been on like 3 episodes, it seems. Mm-hmm. And Corbin's kind of like, it seems like every other week they do something with the two of them.
Wait, hold
Apollo
on.
Crews is usually doing a dark match.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame.
Apollo Crews
really.
hasn't been wrestling?
He's been wrestling.
Like, on the main, like, I have just noticed that shit. Huh, weird. But, fuck it, Baron Corbin. He's kind of more important right now. But, because between those two, Baron Corbin needs more of a character. Apollo Crews could just go out, smile, do a bunch of flips. Hey, look at me. I'm doing this flip, and I'm going to beat your ass. Baron Corbin, he's a heel. He needs a character, and they need to establish that. So, it doesn't bother me too much.
In my opinion, this one is a must-win for Baron Corbin. I think his last loss to Ziggler kind of, I don't know, made him look weak, I guess. You got to have Baron Corbin booked as strong as possible at this point. He doesn't need to win every single match, but I think the big matches, especially against somebody like Ziggler, he should come out on top.
It really didn't make him look that weak, though, because it was a sneak roll-up. And the nice thing is that they knocked that whole undefeated thing out nice and early.
I did like
that. I think that's the worst thing you could do for these kinds of characters is have them come in and do some kind of undefeated streak. Now it's done. You don't have to worry about it. Now it's just Baron Corbin's going into a match, and the premises of the match is more important.
I don't look at it as the loss to Ziggler hurt him all that much compared to not focusing on him at least a minor bit each week.
I would agree.
Like, if they would keep him on maybe, like, the second hour of the show, and he beats up, like, I don't know, like Sin Cara and there's some other jobbers that we've got around here, R-Truth. If he would beat those people and kind of, like, just a 5-minute segment that builds up his feud with Ziggler, it would mean more. And now it's sort of like, well, we forgot that this feud's still going on, but let's throw it in the kickoff because we don't really care and all that. And it's better than nothing. That's for one.
I agree. Well, he had the loss to Ziggler at Payback, and then how many times has he appeared on Raw since then?
Twice.
Is it twice? Okay.
He only missed 1 week.
Okay.
Man, I don't even remember him popping up once.
I remember it one.
He only wasn't on this week. That he only missed 1 week. Who knows? Maybe he missed the bus.
Do you remember who he fought those 2 times then? He was in a battle royal, right?
The first time he got jumped by Dolph Ziggler on his way out to a match, so he didn't get the match.
Oh yeah.
And the second match, he beat Dolph Ziggler. So you can't say they haven't been building this match because that's exactly what they've been doing.
Oh, then I got to change it to just this has been forgettable as all.
yeah. Got to go with that too. Yeah.
But this definitely
it's their fault. Yeah.
This definitely is a situation where Baron Corbin needs to win. Ziggler has nothing to gain. Corbin has nothing to gain by losing. And it's like if you don't go with Baron Corbin winning, what's the point? You know what I mean? But is anybody going to go with Ziggler as to win?
I think they're giving it to Corbin. I don't see how Ziggler's the logical choice, but shit, it's WWE.
I do think we're going to get a situation in this pay-per-view where the wrong person is going to win, but I don't think it's this one. I'm going
Unless
Baron
they have-
Corbin.
Unless they had like some random plans to like put Money in the Bank on Dolph Ziggler and do something with him this summer, I
That's
wouldn't
true.
count on that. But
Yeah.
that's like a 1 in a bazillion chance. But they do like doing that with Dolph Ziggler once in a while.
Yeah, they're just going to be like, well, we jobbed him out this past couple of weeks. World title run? I don't think that's happening this time, though. I think Corbin is going to beat Dolph Ziggler and move on to a new feud around SummerSlam. Like, the build-up to Money in the Bank is always really weird, and I think people need to take that into account when it comes to this pay-per-view. If somebody beats somebody at Extreme Rules, we're going to have a couple of weeks where they can get a win back. And Extreme Rules is different than building up to Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank tends to be more like everybody's just like thrown into a mix together. So a Baron Corbin Dolph Ziggler feud might be continuing after this, but it's not going to actually be like a feud as much. Just sort of what do we do before we figure out what to do, kind of.
I could see them just getting lumped in with all the guys fighting for the IC title right now.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Mhm.
Or the people that aren't going to be fighting for it anymore that move on, you get some replacements put in. Corbin could end up filling that role. Ziggler could too. Or the
It'll-
U.S. title situation too.
It'll be the two of them, the leftovers from the IC title feud, and Golden Truth. That's going to be our Money in the Bank match.
Oh, God, that would be bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going Baron Corbin. Everybody's going Baron Corbin, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Remember, everybody listening, leave your comments below. Tell us who you think is going to end up winning this match, and if there's anything else that you want to point out as well. We're going to continue on here in Part 5, and we're going to go all the way through to Part 11 with the main event. But Part 5 is going to be a match that has not technically been announced yet, but it has been announced. So that's why the graphic is going to be at least a little bit weird. But we've got a tag team match we're going to be talking about next.